to another tutorial on data crunches. Today we're going to be talking about cell referencing. I know at some point in our lives or in our project we will enter the formula in a cell, then replicate the formula to other cells, and the answers are not exactly what we're thinking it should be. It's because we're getting the cell referencing wrong. Shall we deep dive into this and see how referencing works? Here we have a company's sales information on items, on certain items like beef, turkey, and gizzard. We also have the cost price, the sale price, the profit, and the tax. And then we also have the tax rate on the side here. Now, if we were to calculate the profit for each item, we all know the profit is sales price minus cost price. So we can do that by going equal B3, which is the sale price, minus cost price. Over there, it gives us 6. It gives us the profit. And we can replicate that. What that does is for turkey, it's now picked cell C3 minus C2. And over here as well, it's now picked cell D3 minus D2. Okay, just like as it says in the formula bar over here. For that, that's just a straightforward formula replication. It doesn't require anything else. But let's go to tax over here. For us to know how much tax we're paying, we multiply the profit by the tax rate, right? So that's how we know what tax we're paying on each of the product. So here we go equal sign. We pick the profit and then multiply. By the way, the multiply is the asterisk sign. Is not an X. X itself is a value in Excel. So we use the asterisk, and then we go here and go to where the interest rate is written and select that cell, right? So what that is saying is now B4 times F3. So that's 6 times 10%. That should give us, right? Remember when we got this profit for beef and then we replicated the formulas to the other side? If we have to do the same thing here, what that does is they're saying C4 times G3, which is the cell next to the interest rate. The cell that we needed to use was the F3, not G3. So in order to correct this, let me delete these figures. In order to correct this, what we then need to do is, if you look at this formula again, it's B4 times F3. So B4 is this one here. F3 is the tax rate. We then need to come here to where the formula bar is, click in the F3, and on our keyboards, we press F4. So what that F4 does is, as you can see right here, it enters $2 sign, one in the middle and one at the back. What that does is it locks that cell in. What I is saying is, once we replicate the formula, we want to use cell F3 for each of the columns that our formulas is being replicated into. So now F3 has been locked. The answer still remains the same. At this point, we can then replicate the formula this way. If you notice, now, if you come to the turkey is now saying C4 times F3. So it's still keeping that F3 as the figure that we're using. We'll come to the gizzard as well, still using that F3 as well. Remember, mastering this can significantly enhance your efficiency and accuracy. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, keep excelling.